Hello, my lovely writers. How are you today? I hope you're really good and ready to start writing. So, remember last week we did the draft and you sent me the draft. I checked it and I sent you back in your portfolios. So, using that draft, we're going to do today's lesson. So, let's start. By the end of this lesson, you're going to be able to say, I can revise my narrative writing. Now, I hope you all remember this picture. We had those on top of our board in our class. Remember it? Today, we are doing this one. We are revising. We're going to revise our draft. Last week, we did our draft. The little fox right here. This is when we used your ideas and you wrote a draft. Now today we are going to revise that draft and we're going to add or remove or move things in that draft to make it nicer, because I really liked all your drafts, mashallah. You did a great job. So now let's see. You need to go to YouTube and copy and paste these links and watch them very carefully. Watch both of them. Start with this one and then revising. So please make sure that you write both of these, that you watch both of these videos. Watch them carefully and then come back to the lesson. So we saw that when we are revising, we have to do different things. One of the things we have to do is ask ourselves questions and see if we are doing those things, then we are ready to go. First question, does the narrative, that means the draft that you wrote, tell when and where the story happened? If it doesn't show when and where, you add it. You can add, if you were talking about going to buy a new pet, you can say that it was a Sunday, or it was early in the morning, or you have to give it a time. And you have to say where, which means the place. You can say we went to the pet shop. You can add an emirate. You can say Sharjah or Ajman or Dubai. So you make sure you have a time and a place. Does your narrative have a beginning, a middle, and an end? If yes, then that's great. That means that you started with the first sentence telling the reader what you're going to talk about or write about. You explain and put more detail, and then you give an end to the story. Next question is the topic of the narrative clear? Did you start your topic clearly? Do you have a title and the title relates with your topic sentence, the first sentence that you wrote in the draft? If you have it, then check. Yes. Are the events told in the order they happened? And for these, you need to use what? The sequence words. You know them by now. The 5 sequence words. The first, then, next, after that, finally, or last. Those words, did you use them properly? And did you write the events in order? Does the narrative have good details and ideas? Do you have nice sentences that makes the reader keep reading your story? So if all of those questions are checked, yes, 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 then you go ahead and you edit and you rewrite it and you make it nicer. You revised already so that you can go on and do the task for today. If one of these questions you said, no, I did not write a time or place, so you must add a time and a place in your narrative. So now, if all this checklist is checked, then you are ready to write a again your draft. So now you have to use this checklist, to revise the draft that you wrote last week and write it here again, either here or in your notebook or your writing tablet. And for closure, circle the correct sentences about revising narrative writing. Number 1 says, add details and information to make the message clearer. Number 2 says, you look for and correct mistakes in spelling, punctuation, capitalization, and grammar. And number 3, you remove unnecessary words or ideas that don't keep to the topic of the story. You can circle more than one. Thank you so much, and after completing your work, don't forget to upload a picture or video in your Class Dojo portfolio. Thank you. Bye-bye.